Today we're here to do some hair restoration with the Pro Exo Exosomes, but before we get started, we're going to ask this handsome gentleman what his areas of concern are. So I'm going to hand you this, and then just kind of point and tell us like what the areas are and how long have you noticed it.
About a year and a half or so, right around the top kind of crown of my skull right here.
Okay.
On the hairline, and then right back in the dead center there, the center of my scalp.
Okay, and have you done any treatments up to now to try to do anything for it? Okay, so this will be your first go round. Let's get started. We've already been numbing for about 15-20 minutes. We use a topical BLT, a 2010-10, which is the strongest one on the market. He's not gonna feel a thing. I like to describe it as like a cat licking you or just kind of like a scratchy feeling, but definitely no pain at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with getting our tray ready. Sterile saline. Like to use that for cleansing. Alcohol is a second way of sterilizing the skin. The most important part, the Pro Exo Exomes, straight out of the refrigerator. These do contain biological proteins and nutrients and all the good stuff for the skin. What makes these very special is there are 30 billion exosomes inside this tiny little container. And we're gonna get all 30 billion of those proteins delivered into Eric's hair follicles so that they can get all those nutrients and start regrowing. We do use the skin pin microneedling device because also it's the best one on the market. And with this device, we know exactly the millimeters of depth that we are penetrating the scalp. So for him, we're gonna put it at 0.5, stay between 0.25 and 0.5 millimeters. And that's going to put those exosomes exactly where they need to be. I like to do a stamping technique when I'm doing this instead of the gliding, just because of the hair gets in the way. So I don't want to catch the hair and pull the hair out that's already there. So you can see his skin is kind of getting red, and we're kind of getting a little bit of micro dots of blood draw there, which is good. That means that we've gone deep enough. And then we just clean it off with our sterile saline. I can clean off my mark because I'm already done in that spot. But now that I've cleaned this off, I think I'm gonna microneedle just a little bit more right back in here because it looks a little thinned out right there as well. That spot's kind of done, but what we're gonna do is when I finish all the areas, I'm gonna come back with one more layer of the exosomes, and then I'm actually gonna place them underneath the red light. So you see they give us quite a bit, so it's really enough to do an entire scalp. And for you, we only have like 3 little areas we're working on, so we won't go through all this solution, but that's okay because your skin's gonna get exactly what it needs. So the numbing cream, sometimes it gets caught up in the hair a little bit, but that's okay. Nothing a little sterile saline can't handle. And then what you need to know is for the next 24 hours, you're not gonna wanna do anything with your hair. This time tomorrow, it'll be okay to go back to your normal hair routine. The first 24 hours, these, little holes or kind of microscopic holes are open. So we just wanna be mindful to keep it clean and dry as much as possible. What I was saying that's different about this company than the other companies is their filtration process. So this company uses a very multiple step process that does a gentle filtration so that the exosomes don't get damaged. The other companies use a centrifuge, and that kind of breaks open the exosomes and then they're no longer usable or effective really. This company also does additional laboratory testing to test for the purity of true exosomes so that they can say, according to the FDA, that they provide pure exosomes, which a lot of the other companies aren't able to say. So when they ship this product to us, it comes in a cold container, and then we have to keep it refrigerated to keep it viable. So they can make the claim that they have the highest percentage of viable exosomes on the market, which is pretty impressive. So Pro Exo Exosomes for hair restoration is our #1 pick. And that's why we brought it into Flawless Skin Boutique. One more layer everywhere, and then put you under the red light. So for the red light, I'm gonna lay you a little bit more flat, okay? We just delivered 30 billion exosomes into your scalp in those specific areas. And now this LED is just gonna help that growth process start healing right away. So 4 to 6 weeks is when you should notice some hair growth. He's gonna sit under there for 10 minutes and then I'm gonna give him his post-care instructions and then he'll be good to go. What I would do over the next 4 hours, this little dropper I'm gonna give you, is I would try to just get it all on your hair, like between now and 4 hours from now. So I may almost do like a 1 or 1.25 ml every hour on the hour just to get rid of the blue. You can shower, I just wanna get my scalp wet. Really till this time tomorrow. Yeah, because those holes will absorb whatever touches it or goes in it. So you don't want to sweat for sure. The only thing you want it to touch it is this blue solution for 24 hours.